turn in the kids.
Oh man, that is a wild.
That is so crazy.
Dude, that's a wild long game investment.
Dog.
Coming in a black lady, just be like, look, in 14 years, that baby gonna commit a crime.
Dog.
And I'm gonna turn him in.
Dude, and that's like, you gotta think about it too, because reward money might inflate.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So like it's $5,000 now, dude. In 14 years, that's $5,500.
I mean, you have a baby, you start training them how to commit crimes,
Yes.
but poorly.
Dude.
But poorly,
Yeah.
so just good enough to commit the crime, but not so good that they'll get away.
No,
get away long enough to be popped. You know?
You just have to be, really, you just have to re-emphasize every degenerate thing from the worst parts of black culture.
Straight up.
Never let a white person disrespect you. Oh, by the way, a white person walking down the street, disrespect. That's massive disrespect.
Dude, he's at a calendar just crossing it off. And there's one day on the calendar just has a dollar sign and circled 18 times. He's like, dude, it's going to be so sick.
It's like in the teens.
Dude, that is
teen years.
That's the black stock market. Stock market.
Dude, a stock market. Yeah, stock market.
Stock market.
The stock market. Yo, the stock market. Market.
NASDAQ, y'all. Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, I guess
like if you take how language goes, that meets up with, okay, so it's the stock market, the stock merc, the stock merc, the merc. Yo, you merkin fools, dog.
How you think I pay for this boat, y'all?
Dude,
I'm turning my kids in every chance I get.
I'm turning her kids in.
Yeah,
they could be my kids.
They could be my kids.
They very well could be my kids.
But I'm getting a return on that investment one way or the other.
Yeah.
That is, I don't know anybody who's ever turned anybody in for reward money though. Like I'm not saying that I would. I'm just saying I've never met, even with people I know, 1 degree of separation, 2 degrees. I've never met anybody who's got any reward money from turning in a criminal. And I do wonder how that works, because I know there are certain things and stipulations that come along with it. And I know that allegedly it's taxed out the ass.
Reward money is taxed out the ass?
Out the
That doesn't make any sense.
It's crazy.
That's not an incentive for me to want to turn people in.
I know. Most people don't know that until they get the reward. That's why, like, I don't know how it works, especially when it's like, I think it might be different with like police rewards, but I do know FBI, like when they were like giving away like $100,000 for like, you know, terrorists and everything like that. And some people said like, yeah, you could turn this terrorist in, but then they'll like, it's kind of like getting a lump sum. It's like winning the lottery. Like you can either take this money now in like payments, or you can get a lump sum and it'll just be like taxed. And
I don't like any of that.
Yeah, dude.
Because the FBI works for the federal government. That money goes back to them. That tax money,
Dude,
heavily taxed
that's
money. That's
how they do it, dude. That's how they get you. That's how they get you.
Now
dude.
I can't decide which is more lucrative, turning in criminals or being criminals.
I think it's a little. It depends on what the crime is. I mean, I would say if you're gonna do anything, you gotta rob big time banks.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do any crimes, the bank robbery or like, you know, the armored truck heists or something like that, you can't do like even what that would be considered like not petty theft. It's like even if you robbed a grocery store, that's still like you're not walking away with thousands and thousands of dollars. You're walking away with hundreds at best.
Yeah.
You gotta go for like a big time bank in a major metropolitan area. It's gotta be like heat, man. Like you gotta have like a crew and a getaway driver and all the fucking accoutrement.
Dude, if I'm robbing a grocery store, I'm walking away with everything in the registers in a 12-pack roll of paper towels. Like, I'm not fucking around, dog. Because like think about it, like you're stealing like, all this money, and then you have to go buy stuff.
You got to get
with the money.
No way, dude. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no, I'm doing my robbery in 2 sets. Like I'm 2 shifts, 2 shifts of grocery store robbery. I'm going there early in the morning to get the registers. And then later at night,
City's running out with detergent.
Got to get my toiletries.
You think I'm not fucking around? I'm fucking around in here.
Yeah.
Dude. That.
And then I get home and my wife was like, "You didn't steal butter?" I'm like, damn it.
Put the mask back on. Slow.
Like your shoulders are now slumped.
She's
walking
like,
back to your
Sidney,
car.
I wrote you a list. Do you have any idea what it's like out there? God damn, dude.
You can never have your significant other. If you're a man and you're into crime, your significant, she can't know.
No, she can never know,
She
dude.
can't, because first of all, they talk too much, and then the only way you can get her to not talk is if she's receiving perks from the crime,
or she's semi-involved. You got no. And what you have to do though, this is what sucks, is that you have to have them do a job that they think is responsible, like a big time thing. It's like, no, you're here planning. You tell them they'll write down the plans and the schematics and like what they're gonna do, how they're gonna break in. But then the day of the heist, you gotta be like, look, babe, it's gonna be too hot there, and the last thing I need is anything happening to you. Like, I'm gonna take these plans, we're gonna follow them to a T. I'm gonna let you know how it do. Like, just leave her at home. But then you do the real heist. You know,
but even if you're like, hey, babe, my handwriting's terrible. Could you write this demand note for the bank? Please, thank you. Your handwriting is so impeccable. And then she's going to write it, and then I'm going to crumble it up and throw it away and use my printed copy. I'm going to Kinko's.
I mean, you can't.
I trust Kinko's.
You can't give a note that's dotted with hearts.
Yeah.
The eyes are dotted with hearts. Like, that's not working.
I'd rather have an
Gel
employee
pens?
at Kinko's involved than my wife. I trust that employee more than I trust my wife to be involved in my
You throw some
heist.
clip art on there?
Yeah.
Could you put a star border around it and make it look real nice?
Yeah, give me a little 4-leaf clover up in the corner.
Can you get like one of those binded little with the clear cover on the front? Make it real nice, dude.
Yeah.
I think but then wait, what would you do if you were in a heist? What would your role be? Would you be leading the charge? Would you be the people doing crowd control? Would you be cracking the safe?
I know, I'll be like mostly acrobatics. Like anywhere there's like a tumble roll or a cartwheel needed. Even if it's just diversionary acrobatics.
I was going to say, it's a flat surface and he's just doing backflips in the background. Like, check that guy out.
Yeah, you need a parkour guy.
I'm
the parkour guy.
I mean, depending on what it is, you need a parkour guy.
Oh, dude, man, I had a crazy fun fantasy the other day. So you talked a while ago, my dog swallowed too many chicken bones.
Yes.
We've been dealing with her stomach issues. We've been having to go to the vet back and forth. And the last trip 2 days ago, I had to take a stool sample to the vet.
You had to collect some poops.
I didn't collect it. I'm not a collector. I am the transporter.
I was going to say, did you did you tell your wife there was a poop heist and she had one important job to do?
Well, I had one important job to do. I was a transporter. I got to be the transporter.
The sunglasses come down in the car, put it in drive, and you just take off.
Yeah, for those tough jobs.
Did you have it in a cool case?
It was in a.
Or was it in a?
It was in a vial. They gave you the vial.
Whoa!
Because it was they gave you the vial, and then that vial was in a sandwich bag.
I see.
But in my mind, it was a bulletproof sandwich bag. But Ryan, it was a state-of-the-art sandwich bag.
It was a Kevlar bag,
dude. The clearest Kevlar you've ever seen.
I mean, that is pretty space age. And then so you took the poop.
No, I transported the poop.
Transported the poop. Once you got there, did you do a burn? Did you burn out of the parking lot? I parallel parked so fast.
I got out, measured it. Dude, perfectly 6 inches.
Ooh. And then you kick the door open. You hit a lady on the way.
Rolled into the door.
Yeah.
There was a black old lady in there, and she gave me like a smile. She noticed the box.
Oh yeah. They all noticed.
Either that, or she noticed that I was a world-class transporter.
Or she just saw he's got shit in his hands.
I've been there.
This has been a wild day for this guy. He's got dog poop in his hands. So wait, when you took the stool sample, I'm assuming they tested it for like blood or some other.
Oh no. Once I got it, it was out of my hands. They'll give us they'll let us know what happens later.
You didn't wait on the results.
It's none of my business. I'm just a transporter.
Then you ran out, slid across.
Yeah,
Slid across the hood. I was like, what is up with that guy?
Because I don't know if you know this, but the number one rule of transporting is never look in the package.
Well,
I knew it was poop.
I was going to say you had to see through.
It was all clear. It was all clear. But I never once looked at it. I never once looked at it.
I don't know what's in there. I don't want to know. It's actually dog shit.
Yeah, it's dog shit.
My dog swallowed chicken
again.
Bones. Don't tell me anything I don't need to know.
My wife doesn't really trust me to transport much else.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta. I mean, that is like if you lose the poop though, you got to go back and get into more poop. It's like it's kind of an important thing,
dude. I've never bungled a job. That's why you hire me.
You have 100% success.
That's why you hire me to transport.
You've got me for 12 minutes. Anything that happens within those 12 minutes, you've got me.
It was an 18-minute drive.
I make the decision to pull out.
Yeah. By the way,
nobody tells me
18-minute drives, and I think I might have done it in 12 minutes.
I mean, that's some
dude. I'm
speedy.
Good,
dude.
I'm good.
That's pretty good.
I hit every yellow light.
You just keep looking at your watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got I mean, transporting. So besides doing parkour during a bank heist, do you think you'd be a good getaway driver? Do you think you'd be good?
I'm a get to driver. Like I'll get us to the bank. Somebody else can do that.
You're dropping the people. I'm like, all right, guys.
Yeah. Or no, I drive to the bank and then get in the passenger side.
Oh, so you just like move over, like I'm
the lookout. I'm the get to driver, then the lookout,
and then the lookout.
Yeah,
and then once you get in, you're just
staring around. When we're driving away, there's going to be a getaway driver, and then I am going to be the passenger side comic relief for how fast we're driving. I'm gonna be like up high. My hands are gonna be on the dashboard. A lot of like whoa. No.
Take it easy, man. Yeah, that's I think a good way. I've always wondered, like, do they have? I mean, especially on big heists. I'm trying to think of like the last big time bank heist I can even remember that wasn't in a movie.
Yeah, the last one I can remember was that former UFC fighter, like in London or something. He did a
UFC fighter.
Yeah, there was a former UFC fighter. It was years ago. It was back during the tap out shirt days.
Oh yeah, okay, yes, that's a while ago.
It was a UFC fighter. Ended up, I don't know if he got cut or just, I think he was still under contract. And then he pulled off a heist, and he pulled it off.
Okay.
And he ended up getting caught, I don't know how much later, but it was later. In the fifth round. He got caught in the fifth round.
Yeah, I was going to say, did Herb Dean arrest him?
Yeah.
Did Herb Dean come out? Come on. That would be. I mean, if I'm getting arrested by anybody, it's Herb Dean or Big John McCarthy. It's not Eve Levine. I'll tell you that much. It isn't Eve Levine. I'm not having that guy fucking.
No, I want Dan Mergliotti.
Dan Mergliotta.
Yeah, because he's
Dan
dirty.
Mergliotta.
He might take a bribe.
Yeah, Dan Mergliotta would take a bribe. Herb Dean won't though.
No.
Herb Dean's gonna play it right down the fucking middle, and then.
Yeah, but he's been under a lot of flack lately.
Herb Dean?
He's been making some bad calls in the ring.
Oh man,
it's not getting good. Like I think he might be at a point where he needs some sort of corrective eyewear. But like as a black man with dreads,
you can't.
He ain't ready because he's not that type of black guy. He's not black guy with dreads and glasses. Black guy.
Now could he get maybe some blade wraparounds that have corrective lenses in there? Would that work for Herb Dean if he was wearing like sick Wesley Snipes Blade 2 wraparound glasses?
I don't know if Herb Dean's that type of black guy either. It's really hard to pin down what type of black guy Herb Dean is.
I mean, I can see Herb Dean wearing wraparound sunglasses. I'm pretty sure he would.
You think so?
Yeah. If he came out to the fucking octagon and he had them on, he's like some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill. I'd be like, damn, Herb Dean.
Let me ask you this question. Herb Dean. Casual Friday. What do you think he's wearing?
Casual Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Basketball shorts, White Sox slides, and a sleeveless T-shirt.
Dude, there is no way in hell that is the type of black guy Herb Dean is. That's no way.
That's what I want to believe.
I mean, fair. You
That's
can
what I
profile
wanna
them that way.
believe.
You can profile them
I
that
definitely
way.
did.
I think most black people by white people get profiled that way, and not even for negativity reasons. I think white people think that's a fun time black guy.
Yeah.
That is not a
Just
fun
a
time
chilling out black guy.
Nah, that's a black. Well, he's chilling out because he still lives at his mama's house. He has no obligations or responsibilities.
No, he's got obligations. Like, I'm going to turn in them kids.
Yo, he's turning in kids.
He's turning in
He's
kids.
investing early. In black.
I got it on the bottom floor of these kids.
He's finding those women that are twerking those things and popping them pussies on the concrete, and he's getting right up under them.
He's looking at least 5 bands each on a kid.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
yeah. That's that type of black guy.
Sure. What do you think Herb Dean does then? What do you think is fucking casual fucking?
I don't. Again, like I said, it's really hard to place him. Like, is he a comic book nerd type? He seems to be. He's obsessed with the martial arts. Do you know
he's a fucking ref in the mixed martial arts?
He was one of the early. He used to he trains. He's like a black belt in multiple martial arts.
He's a martial arts guy.
Yes, he was one of. So Big John McCarthy, Herb Dean. Back before the first UFC one, they were actually fighters. They trained.
I knew John McCarthy was. I didn't know Herb Dean.
Yeah, Herb Dean too.
Okay.
Herb Dean too. So that's how he got, because he knew Big John McCarthy because they all trained together.
Gotcha.
With like giant, oofy men. I guess.
Yeah, straight up. It kind of blows my mind because you would have thought, when I found out that John McCarthy was doing, MMA or training, I figured he would have made a decent run. He's a huge dude. Seems like he can throw people around. He's moved huger men off of other men. Like, I don't understand.
They weren't violent enough. Herb Dean and Big John McCarthy, and they knew it right away. They were like, this isn't us.
It's not.
And that's what I'm saying. So Herb Dean was in the martial arts his whole entire life, so he was a corny ass bull.
Yeah.
He used to come home in a gi. In the hood.
Damn.
Yeah, there's no way he's not wearing that uniform.
Hood geese?
Yeah, dude, he was one of them.
Damn. So I guess
I think he had a mom and dad.
Oh, Herb Dean. Well, his name's Herbert. Herbert Dean.
Well, there's more people that have had those types of names in the hood. They just don't use those names.
Oh, what do they go by?
Like Jay-Z and shit like that. Nas. Jadakiss.
Young Jeezy.
Yeah. Charlemagne the God. Stuff like that.
Little Scrappy. You wouldn't know his name, Herb.
Yeah.
But, he just doesn't. I guess
Wayne.
That does make sense. I remember when I found out, it didn't disillusion me, but I was like, man, that's crazy. Master P, finding out his name is Percy.
Oh, yeah, that was a tough one.
I did not.
That was a tough one.
Someone told me that.
Master Percy?
And I was like.
That sounds like a slave owner. Master Percy?
So when I found it, someone told me that, I'm like, get the fuck. I'm like, Master P's name is Percy.
Yeah.
Come on. And then it became a true thing. And I really was like, damn, dude, I did not think No Limit, like, but then just taking P, though. That means he's still connected to Percy. That means he's still got some sort of emotional.
No. That's a complete disconnect.
When
you go by the letter, because it's no longer the letter. It's not just the letter. Then you start spelling it P-E-E. Then it be, you know what I mean?
Master P.
Yeah. Like big J, little J's.
Sure.
You know?
Okay. But J can be like Jason or.
No. It's like if you're Jason. Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Sure.
But it's probably going to be Joseph. You're probably a Joseph.
Nothing wrong with Joe.
Joseph. Joe is a nickname. Joseph is a name. Your name's Joseph. It's tough.
I guess so. I guess I never really thought about it. I never thought about hating my name so much that I got to put a cool fucking moniker before the first letter of my name.
Yeah, like R. Kelly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Robert. That's my dad's name, Robert.
Robert.
Yeah, he goes by Bobby though.
Yeah,
my dad's a Bobby.
Bobby's good.
Yeah,
Bobby's a good black name. Bobby's a good black name.
Yeah, I mean up to a certain age. Yeah.
I don't know. Bobby always sounds.
Adult Bobbies? That's crazy.
But that's the whole thing. Adult Bobbies always sound tough. You know what I mean? If someone's like, "Yo, you're gonna have to deal with Rob," I'd be like, "Who the fuck is Rob? I don't give a shit." It's like, no, dude, there's Bobby. Bobby's gonna come down on you. It's like, it sounds
I guess
a
so,
little
but
bit
only
more
if you have
intimidating.
like so Robert Whitaker, UFC fighter, his nickname Bobby Knuckles.
Sick.
That's sick.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even as like you're gonna have to deal with Bobby, whatever. I'd be like, ooh, that guy either is connected, or he's so tough that he can go by a childish sounding name. Like, I think that's kind of like what I didn't understand about Master P either. Like, I'm not saying he was the toughest guy in the world, but he looked kind of intimidating.
No, he did not. This is the problem. White people need listen. There needs to be
I've
a
seen
hood exchange
I've seen
program.
Gone in 60 Seconds, sir. He was pretty intimidating.
No. This is a so dog. There was this one time we were sitting in a because white people don't really know who the tough black people are from outside.
Sure.
Like because you're outside looking in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you believe what mainstream is telling you what a tough person should look like or should act like, and people be wrong all the time about that. There was this one time we were in Helium, and we're all hanging out. This is back when a bunch of comedians were playing basketball every Saturday.
Oh, yes, I remember that. I remember when that was happening, and I was waiting for an invite just out of pure comedy.
Dog, we didn't want you to burst into flames in jeans playing basketball. We were looking out for you.
Dude, my Levi's would have been on point on that court,
we were looking out for you.
But anyway,
So we're hanging out in the lobby at the bar at Helium, and somebody's coming in. We're talking about basketball, and there's like a person that wasn't a comedian,
Sure.
but they were with somebody who was a comedian. And somebody asked them to put together a team of the comedians that were there.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, well, I know the first person I'm picking, no matter what, a Baku. Probably the single worst athlete I've ever seen in my life.
So here's the thing about... I know. See, here, maybe white people do not know what a tough guy is, but like I knew what a Baku was from the jump. You know, like you just... Come on. That's like...
Yeah, but you also got to witness him try at a thing.
Sure.
And show how bad he was at a
Yes,
thing.
sure, okay.
But so those people that didn't even... those people that were saying... that picked him first, they didn't even know he sucked at comedy.
Why? So, but why did they pick him?
He's tall.
Tall.
Right? He has shitty posture.
Sure.
Right? And he tries to speak in like FBA vernacular. That's foundational Black American, by the way.
Okay. Foundational Black American.
You familiar with the term?
I mean,
it's new to me.
I've heard it, but I thought it was a bank.
FBA?
Or even just foundational Black American banks?
Yeah, nah.
Damn, dude. All right, so
they have no bank accounts.
No, it's from turning in the kids. It's the only savings and checking account you can get. So he would use foundational Black American vernacular.
Yeah.
So I guess that would then make him sound.
And again, I think it's the bad posture. I think people see people with bad posture and like, ooh, that's a tough guy.
Sure.
Yeah, they might have a tough time putting on their socks in the morning. That's not a tough guy. You don't gotta worry about somebody with bad posture. They don't move good. You're good. And that's Master P. Master P, he has shitty,
I guess I never looked at it. I never looked at the way Master P carried himself.
Dude, you gotta look at the way people carry themselves.
I only saw snippets of music videos, and a lot of them involved fire and dancing. So I couldn't really tell a lot of.
Not a single person in that crew.
Not even Silk.
Not even single person in that crew could fight.
I don't even know how many. Wait. Okay.
There's only like 5 rappers that might be able to fight. Might be able to.
Okay.
And they've all started training boxing. They've all trained. They're trained.
Okay.
But they all still suck. You can see it in the way they move. You can see it in because they can't stop themselves from putting Instagram videos up of them hitting bags and hitting mitts and stuff.
Sure.
And ew.
Who do you think is the top 3 fighting rap artists of all time? So here are 3 that I think maybe I don't really know all of their names, but I'm willing to bet, push come to shove, they could fuck somebody up. All 3 of the dudes from the Sugar Hill Gang. Those dudes are.
I would have to see them again, but that was a different time.
I know it's a different time, but
That was a different time.
I also think that those dudes, like in the video for Rapper's Delight, 2 of those dudes are gigantic. I mean, fuck, they're massive dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I also think they're the type of dudes that were like, look, I'm not here to cause a problem. But if I will fucking, like, I think one instance of like getting confrontational, one of those dudes would fuck your shit up big time.
Yeah. So here's what we're dealing with, right? Almost nobody can fight, period.
Sure.
Just period. No, like most men cannot throw a punch whatsoever to save their lives.
Sure.
They cannot throw a punch. Now, when you couple that with the fact that you come from an ethnicity that believes that it is tough upon birth, like you're somehow granted toughness, you're granted societal toughness. You never have to prove it. You never have to actually build the skills to be a good fighter.
It's just implied toughness.
It's implied toughness.
I guess so.
Black skin is implied toughness. Dog. And then when you start adding haircuts to that black skin, now you like really start to escalate the implied toughness.
I really don't want black skin is implied toughness on a t-shirt, but god damn it. That is the right and
Dude,
wait a minute, that's not implied toughness.
This is for me. No. He is not implied toughness.
Oh,
but me
you
wearing
that,
shirt,
yes, is implied
yeah.
toughness.
And for those of you listening, I have a young Muhammad Ali,
Yes.
possibly even Cassius Clay.
Yes, I think that is Cassius.
This might be Cassius.
That's not
Yeah.
Muhammad. That is.
It's not Muhammad.
It's not Muhammad.
It is not Muhammad.
I don't know why I went Japanese on that.
Dude, I told you before, all of my accents end up Japanese. When I was trying to do the transporter, I was trying to not be Japanese.
It really hard. You were trying to go Statham so hard, but
no.
Oh, you were trying to go Japanese?
No. I was trying to not go Japanese.
Yes.
It's really difficult for me to try to do an accent or to try to do an impression. What I always do is like, I try not to go Japanese. That is, I am the transporter. I am here to transport your very, very special packages. Is that poo? I will transport your poo.
You try to put the poop in the car.
You put that put the poo in the valve.
So wait, So implied toughness.
Implied toughness.
Mm-hmm. And then, so when they were putting together the black basketball team, they chose a Beku.
Immediately. And that was really, and right then I completely discredited that person as a human being. I was just like, you shouldn't even trust your own judgment for living. Like everything that you drink could be poison. That's crazy. It's crazy. You need to hire somebody to make sure that you have a can of soda in your hands. Yeah.
This is probably good.
Yeah.
Nah,
why are you drinking a can of Skull and Crossbones, dude? That's crazy. That's not.
It's got a goofy name and it speaks well.
Yeah.
You know how I do. You know how I choose
Everything
things.
they partake in is implied. No, that's implied soda. That's not actually soda. That's implied soda.
That's not.
Be careful.
You got to watch your shit,
Oh,
dude.
man. He's trying to eat an implied sandwich. Somebody needs to step in right now. He's going to die.
It's just a brick of rat poison. Do not eat that. Stop eating that. Just because it has sandwich qualities does not mean that it is a sandwich. Do not do that. You're going to die. So wait, after, did you set the guy straight for picking?
Dog, I asked them to leave. I was so upset.
Man.
I was so upset because I was trying to tell that dude, was like, dude, you're going to die in these streets.
Yeah.
You're going to die in these streets because you wouldn't even know how to pick a guy to help you in a fight. And that's what I changed it to. I was like,
sure.
So who would you, out of all the people here, who would you pick to help you in a fight first? Oh my God, I forgot how bad this got.
Okay.
So
who was his numero uno?
He stuck with a Beku. He didn't pick him. He didn't say him first, but it was like, I'm going to stick with him, you know. And then,
all right.
And I thought this was a little bit of a better pick. Uh-huh. Dog, his next pick, dog, I love you to death, my guy. I love you to death. Daryl Charles.
Oh, I can see why.
Well, he was.
Is this in the fight or is this in the basketball?
This was in the fight.
Okay.
And he was the darkest black person there.
Very much so.
And that is the most implied toughness.
Yes, that is. It is. It's like space, dude. It's scary.
Very
you know
scary.
What I'm saying?
You look at a man like that and you're like, fuck, if he hugged me, nobody will hear me scream.
You just see the vastness of night.
Yeah.
And you cannot, it's inescapable.
Yeah, and he had like the little like the messy afro.
Yes,
kind
I
of
know
going
exactly
on.
what you're talking about. Yes.
You know?
Yes. So yeah, I could see how that could be.
And then he comes over and talks. Well, actually, it's just like, dude, you're gonna die.
Yeah, he zips up that Joker sweatshirt real quick.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like,
right.
nah.
I see.
Nah.
I see.
Bad
Okay.
choice all around.
All right.
So again, this guy was going with implied stuff, and I get it. People don't look
Wait,
at me.
who was the guy?
I don't know. It was like a white guy that was there.
Oh.
He was with another comedian.
See, this is making more sense now.
Yeah.
This is making more sense. Even though, as a white dude, I don't think I would pick a Baku for anything. But then again, I guess it's because I've experienced a Baku off the
Dude,
bat.
I wouldn't even pick him first if it was to scam my roommates out of rent money, which, by the way, is something that Baku did and got exonerated from the comedy world for doing that. He screwed over a bunch of his roommates for rent money.
You know what's even crazy though, dude? He did, but it wasn't for that much money. That's what makes it even more crazy. Is because it wasn't for like an exorbitant amount of cash. It was for a past due Pico bill, and I think a gas bill as well.
And rent.
And rent.
But
like combined total, we're looking at maybe $800 something, which I'm not saying is peanuts, but I am saying it's not like he took them. Like it's not like
no. It wasn't just the money though. It was like, now we don't have electricity. Now we're being evicted. Now it was like that.
He did fuck that up. That's a crazy. But what is crazy though is that he did have the money. He just didn't pay it. That's
no. They gave him the money,
and he took
and he
the
balled.
money. Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
What I was under the understanding was that he was telling them like he just didn't give his share of said money.
No, he was
the treasurer.
Yeah, he was the treasurer.
He's a treasurer.
Yeah.
A treasurer named a bacon.
Dog.
No.
Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Untrustworthy for literally everything.
Yeah.
He was an implied treasurer. Dog. The worst. And make no mistake, that was a hodgepodge of ethnicities that trusted him.
Very much
in
so.
that situation.
Yeah, it wasn't just one.
But still.
It was a United Nations of bad decisions in that house.
Yeah, it was a United Nations of retards. This retarded nation.
Yeah, it was very, very bad.
Yeah, it was bad. That was bad. Also, none of them should have been trusted as the treasurer anyway.
No, that is true. I think that was like Baku may have just not. I don't think he volunteered for that role. I think it just kind of.
He volunteered for the role.
Oh, he did?
He volunteered.
Man, no. Okay.
As a matter of fact, not only did he volunteer for the role, but he made it seem like he couldn't trust them for the role because he was the most responsible out of all of them. I was there for it. I saw it.
Jesus. I did not know. See, these are the facts I didn't know. I was under the impression that he just, like, they were short, like, they needed his cut to get everything done. I didn't know he took it and fucking...
No, yeah, he took it. He was taking it.
I didn't know he took it and had the best time at a fucking round one arcade and bowling. I didn't know, like, what did he do with the money? Did he...
Drank. Dude, he was balling out of control at the bars and stuff at open mics. He was just balling out of control. Alcohol. That's all it was. Top shelf everything.
I mean, I can see how that
Never
could be.
tipped. Never tipped once.
I mean, if you're using stolen money, you gotta use all the stolen money. I understand in a way him not tipping for multiple reasons, but the stolen money, definitely I could see him just being.
Dude, you gotta tip because you're eventually gonna get found out.
Sure.
You're eventually gonna hit rock bottom.
I don't think he was thinking that far.
Yeah, but you gotta plan for the rock bottom, the rising like a phoenix. And at the very least, you could have had a good name in all the bars. Do you know what I mean?
He was real generous with that stolen money.
Dude, he hit rock bottom and couldn't even go hang out at bars anymore.
That is true. Is he still in?
I don't know.
Nobody knows?
Nah, I don't know. I lost
Yeah, I have no idea where the fuck that dude is.
Yeah, once the scene kind of blew up, I never started. I just stuck with my guys.
Yeah.
Like my auxiliary crew, or like the my associates.
Sure.
It was just like we're done. We're no longer associated. I just only stuck with my guys.
Your implied toughness is worn on me.
Yeah, it was implied friendship.
You should have known I had implied financial responsibility. You should have known this.
Yeah.
Well, that's. I mean, I don't give a shit, but it is. I didn't know all those facts. I thought it was a totally different fucking thing.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
I didn't know that. Oh well, here.
By the way, hop on our Patreon.
Yeah, get on that.
Because we give you what you pay for.
Straight up, we're not going to take the money.
We're not going to take it and run.
We're not going to ball out at the bar and not tip.
Yeah, dude, we are the least balling people you will ever meet. $3 a month.
You may see us, don't get me wrong, it's implied balling.
Yeah, it's implied balling.
You see me in this fancy chair right now.
Dude, I could very well be a baller. This is the third T-shirt I wore today. Your boy be sweating. Third T-shirt, second pair of underwear, third T-shirt, baby. Let's go. Who balls like that? Literally, my balls. Literally, I'm a baller. Yeah, my balls are swamped.
Who balls like
right
that?
now.
Terminally ill people, dude. I be changing T-shirts because I be just dying, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I be sweating in my sleep.
$3 a month, and you can sweat like this too, baby. Join our Patreon.
We stay on that no air conditioning.
Yeah.
So yeah, get on that Patreon. Make sure you do it because you're going to get a bonus episode. Become part of the community. Get a secret unreleased episode. All for just $3. That's ballin' money.
That's ballin' money.
That is ballin' money.
That's balling money. And if you're a reader,
oh yeah, if you're a reader, please pick up the book Solomon.
Pick it up.
It's an amazing book. Over 400 copies sold. I'm trying to ball out as much as I possibly. I'm trying to change as many shirts as I can in a day.
Ryan wrote the book.
I wrote it.
He's an implied author.
Yeah, I definitely got by on my implied literary skills in this.
I mean, some people are calling it an implied book.
Yeah, I'm just saying, thank God for spell check because my implied ability to do so
He
was
uses
not good. Dude.
implied words.
Yeah. Implied grammar, implied
Yes.
punctuation. It's all just, it's a concept.
Get on it.
Get on it.
Get on
it. So wait, now here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about rapping fight. Who do you think are the top 10 rappers you can fight then?
Dude,
or
none
top
of them.
5?
Literally none of them. But
There's
if I had to go with
some of them,
like 50 Cent maybe, but also no. The Game, I know he was training some boxing for a little while. Waka Flocka, whoever the fuck that is, I know he was training some boxing for a little while. Some of the guys do MMA. Oh, Lupe Fiasco.
Lupe Fiasco. Unfamiliar. I know the name.
Yeah.
But I would always get, and this is again, I think it's just because the names in my brain are similar. Lupe Fiasco.
Mm-hmm.
I would get confused with Childish Gambino.
Similar type of black guy.
But it sounds like they're one in, sounds like one in the, or they're a tag team. Like, they would be together constantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who's coming? Lupe and Childish Gambino. Lupe
Yeah,
Fiasco.
they have a similar genre of rap. They're not like thug gangster rappers. They're artists.
Oh,
they're both artists.
Gotcha.
But Lupe Fiasco, he's a lifetime martial artist. Like, he's sick with the sword. He knows
he's a swordsman?
he knows the way of the blade.
Damn. Now, if you were gonna get, would you be
not Carmelo Anthony style way of the blade, by the way?
No, that's that. I don't even really think he knew what was happening with that.
No, he
blade.
did not know the way of the blade.
No.
He was so blown away that he did damage to another human being. He was like, I just hit him with a knife. I don't know what the problem was.
That's what knives do. Wait a minute. Do you not know how knives work?
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Dude, and also, that showed that a lot of people didn't know the way of the blade, because the people that were like trying to stand up for Carmelo Anthony in the immediate aftermath of that, they were saying, like the one dude, who's the dude that like lied about people, said he was going to start schools for black people.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I do not remember his name.
Dude, I don't commit his name to memory because I just don't.
It's like it's C and W. His first name.
No, not Charleston White.
Oh, okay.
Not Charleston White.
Then I'm mixing the other guy.
That's
up.
my guy. He is a degenerate. I will never forget his name.
Fucking, I don't remember. I don't remember the other guy's name.
So in the immediate aftermath of all this, he was trying to say that the Austin Metcalf, he had to fall on Carmelo Anthony's knife because, listen to his rationale, because it was a 3-inch blade and only 2 of the inches were used. So, and then this is what he says. He goes, because if I'm going to stab somebody, I'm using all of the blade. So he had to fall on the knife. Makes no sense. Don't even try to make it make sense. It makes no sense. Because if anything, you're lucky if you have a steak and a vampire falls on your steak. That is the best case scenario for you to kill that vampire.
Yeah, that's suicide by steak. Dude,
Yeah,
that's what the fuck are you talking about? That's not even implied retardation. That's full-fledged.
That's full-fledged. He went full retard.
That is full-fledged retardation. Well, that's a fucking... I mean,
because people just don't know how violence works. He thinks he does because he's black. It's implied toughness. He thinks he knows shit because he's black. Dude, it's crazy.
Don't ask me how I know. I'm black, y'all. You got to be quiet. A black man is speaking about the truth of knives. Now, if you got sorted in a fight, are you bummed or are you like, yo, I'm actually dying a warrior's death?
I ain't worried about that.
What do you mean? I'm saying hypothetically. I'm not saying that you best the person with the sword.
Wait, why are we not saying that?
Because
I have to take an L in this.
I'm saying you do get bested. Are you bummed or are you like, yo, you got me with the sword? I would, let's put it this way. I would be bummed if I got into a fight with somebody and I didn't have a weapon and they use a sword. I'd be like, this sucks. But if I was sword fighting and some guy did a fucking cool move and like ran me through with a fucking, and it like popped out the back of my back and I'm like, I don't know. I think that's like the way you want to go, right? If you're living by the sword, you die by the sword. It'd be shitty if you lived by the sword, then started a sword fight and some guy just shot you. That sucks. I think that would be shitty.
Only if I also had a sword and was bested. Then I'd be embarrassed about my sword skills. Sure. But do I have a weapon?
Yeah, of course. You got nunchucks.
Ain't happening, dog. I ain't losing with a pair of nunchucks. You kidding me?
You're not losing to a sword fight with an expert swordsman to your nunchuck.
Okay, you're moving the goalpost a little bit.
I would figure. You just said the guy. What the fuck, Lupe? You
didn't tell me it was Lupe Fiasco.
That's who I thought we were talking about. Is Loops. I thought we were talking about the lupus.
How are we even gonna get there? I respect him too much. How are we gonna get to a fight?
Implied toughness. He sees it. He's going ham. Lupe's like,
dude,
you know
he's
what?
A disciplined martial artist. He's not going ham. He's a very disciplined martial artist. He probably speaks with a Japanese accent a lot.
I'm just saying. Look, even disciplined martial artists have bad days, dude. That's all I'm saying. You might have caught him on the wrong day. It's 104 degrees out. He walking around with a sword. You may said something not even to him, but it caught him the wrong way, and he's like, yo, unsheath, coming at you. And you got your chucks, so you're fucking going at it. You think a skilled sword... Because, like, I would figure anybody using a sword anyway would have to have some sort of skill. Like, I wouldn't walk around with a sword and pull it on somebody if I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. That would be crazy as hell. That would be just that's a crazy thing to do. If I had a sword and then... Here's what I'm saying. If I was walking around with a sword and I pulled out a sword and then someone pulled out nunchucks, just, like, had them... I'd be like, shit, I better know what I'm doing with this fucking sword. But, like, if I pulled out a sword and then somebody else had a sword, I'd also be like, fuck, I hope that my implied sword skills will get me by. But I'm not. I wouldn't pull out a sword unless I knew what I was doing. You know what I mean? You got to have some sort of proficiency with said weapon. To, you know what I'm saying?
All right. First of all, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Oh, that's the guy?
Yeah, that was breaking my brain. I couldn't even really think straight because I couldn't remember that dude's name.
I forgot about that. I mean,
I don't remember
I forgot
why we
about
were
that
talking
guy.
about it.
I just couldn't. I would have. I think it was the
Dude, he
doc.
sucks.
I think it was the doctor thing that was.
Yeah, he sucks. There's nobody that sucks more than this guy. Like, that's the guy that was putting out the theory that Austin fell on the knife.
blade.
Because
what is he a doc? Is he? I'm assuming PhD. Is that what? That's the doctorate he's got.
I don't know.
That's how he's got his PhD.
I don't know. I don't know anything about this guy's credentials.
Okay.
He probably has like a doctor in like Africana studies or something.
Oh yeah.
Like one of those types of things. So nothing. He obviously doesn't even know CPR if he doesn't know how gravity works. Do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't know anything about the chest plate whatsoever.
Bummer. No, it's implied. It's implied, dude.
Yeah, he's an implied doctor.
He's an implied doctor.
He's like Dr. Dre and Dr. Pepper.
He's Dr. J, Dr. Dre, Dr. Pepper. There's a few other doctors who just, they have no real credentials.
Oh, also, I don't even know why I didn't even mention this while you were assigning me a weapon. I shot guns for the first time yesterday.
Oh, what? For the first time?
Went to the driving. Went to the driving range. It was very frowned upon.
Was escorted out. I actually, they didn't respect my implied toughness. They let me walk in, but then getting out of there was a little bit of a bugaboo. That was
I was the get to driver.
Sure. I'm never allowed back at Waltz's Golf Farm ever again.
It's gonna be tough.
It's a little bit. I
also can't go karting, but that's a whole other story. That's a whole other story.
So you went to a gun range.
A gun range. It was like a whole bunch of us from the jiu-jitsu gym that I trained at. So we had like 25 people. A bunch of us. It was our first time.
What did you shoot?
All of it, dog. They had like Glocks.
Mm-hmm. Were these all handguns? Did you shoot some rifles?
Dude, we had
guns?
ARs.
Oh, wow.
A 12-gauge shotgun.
Great.
A 22, like a single bolt 22.
Yeah.
Pa, pa, pa.
Yeah.
And then, so that it was one handgun had an iron sight, and then the other two had, like, you look in it, and there's like a laser dot sight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then we had a fully automatic. Brrr. I did that.
How'd you feel about it?
I felt pretty good about it.
Now, not your ability. The feel of the gun.
Oh, see, that's the one thing that I was really anticipating that first shot, because you hear about that a lot.
Yeah.
As a guy, you hear men like, dude, first time I ever fired a gun, I like that. Dude, I was trying to stay even kill.
Sure.
So I got a big spike of adrenaline.
Gotcha.
Like I was gonna come.
Yeah, I mean, dude, gun boners are a thing.
Dude, I was trying to go from flaccid to cum. I was trying to have.
Oh, you were just trying to have a flat.
Yeah, flat, dude. Just like a
you were trying to have an emission, is what you were trying to have.
Yeah.
All right, I see where you're at.
And I think I even killed myself too much.
Sure.
Because I didn't spike up that much. It was just like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Gotcha.
That's really all. But I got in there, man.
Yeah.
And I invented a couple things while I was there. All right?
Yeah.
One of these things is going to seem kind of unrelated, but I think it's still a good invention. We don't have to talk about it long. Just put it in the back of your mind. We'll get to it later. Name tags for Asians. All right, next invention. So you know how we were at a gun range, right? Dude, a knifing range.
They kind of have those already.
You think bus stops? Inner city bus stops.
I was gonna say it's the fashion district. No, the
track meets. No, I'm sorry.
Wow, man, you are really on this.
I gotta stop.
Can we let him rest?
Yeah.
Take it easy, Umar.
Yeah. So what is your knifing range?
No. I'm not talking about axe throwing. I know, but they do have knives They
No,
do have
I'm not
a
talking about knife throwing either. I'm talking about that up close and personal. It's like get in there and stab things, and then go to the next thing and get to stab that. You get to use all sorts of different blades to stab. That curvy Muslim knife you get to stab things with. You know what I mean? Like all sorts of katana, like everything. Like you get to choose a bunch of different blades. Of course, you'd have to pay for the upgrade.
Yeah, I mean,
like a katana ain't cheap.
None of that is cheap. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would say, what are you stabbing? Because like the paper targets that you use at a gun range are pretty. You know, that's the most economic thing you're gonna shoot
For sure.
A stabbing thing, like if you stab paper, you're just ripping through the paper. That's no fun.
Well, it's not going to be paper because you can't. You want to feel the penetration. So it's going to have to be something that is very similar to those like ballistic gel things.
Yeah, dude. What you're saying, I respect where you're at, but I'm saying that's only the super rich.
Well,
You'd have to be having a Baku money to get into that.
Obviously, Obviously, that is a hurdle. However, there's material out there that goes right back to what it used to be, like memory foam shit.
Yeah,
like there's like memory foam gels.
What I'm saying is I see where you're at, but what I am also going to say is being someone who has stabbed bedding and stuff, because I made like a dummy once to like throw around and dude, the pandemic was a crazy time. So when I did that, like it can only be stabbed so many times. Like now, if you have, and that's with a knife. Like a fucking Saracen blade or a katana or a longsword or a quartz sword or whatever you're using, those things are going to like add up exponentially. That's going to like start. You'd have to replace all that so quickly, dude.
Well, again,
it's a money. Look, I like where you're at, but it's a money pit.
For sure, but we have to have something that kind of like goes back
I know,
together.
but then you have to invent that too. I know where your head's at because I get where you're at. But I don't know if the technology for the bleh is there yet, dude.
We're there. We have.
Okay, well, I don't know if it's affordable yet.
Why are you thinking about overhead? I just want to stab shit, dude.
I get what you're saying. I can invent you. I can build you something to do that.
I don't need this to be a lucrative business. It could last one day. I'm fine with that. I just want to stab a bunch of different shit with a knife and then also have people pay to do it. It could be a scam. I don't care. I don't care. I never said
a scam.
I never said anything about not going to prison afterwards.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Even if it's a scam, getting all that material together is going to take time.
All right, fine. Back to the Asian name tags.
Look, man, I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you, dude.
No. Asian name tags. It is. I guess. I guess.
Now Asian name tags. Where are we getting all this? Where are we getting these? Are we getting lariats? Or are we going to Kinko's?
Why are you so concerned with overhead right now? This is idea. This is conception.
You know what it is? Because it's when I hear ideas, I want to make them real, man. I'm sorry.
We'll get there.
You're coming up with these fantastical things, and I respect them. My brain is like, well, how could I make this a thing? That's all it is I'm looking at it like, how could I make this a thing?
Listen.
That's all.
Don't even worry about that. Once you get the conception, we don't have it fully planned out. So we don't have what we're trying to make real yet. So that we can't start coming up with plans.
I'm like, dude, if we were on Shark Tank right now, Asian name tags would be Mr. Wonderful wouldn't even give this a time of day if we don't have the overhead.
Do you think I'm taking a conception to Shark Tank? This isn't Shark Tank ready yet. But Asian name tags, that's necessary.
Now, why do you think the Asian name tags are necessary?
All right, so
what happened at this gun range where you're like, you know what?
Well,
you're having the best time ever with gun range, and then you're like, fucking dudes, I can't even understand who I'm talking to.
So I've been watching the Avatar show.
Sure.
And there's this. You familiar with the Avatar world?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So in the Earth Kingdom, there's this lady named Judy that basically is the handler for the Avatar team.
Got
and
it.
she's basically keeping them from being able to talk to the Earth King. She's a handler. She's like, every time they ask to talk to the Earth King, she's like, oh, not now. That's going to be very difficult. We'll do this instead. She's that type of person.
Got it.
She ends up being replaced, and it's a big part of the story. That was from the cartoon. She gets replaced by a person that's using the same name, but is also an Asian lady. And then my kids were like, oh, it happened. She got replaced. I'm like, no, that's the same lady. I was messing with them.
Sure.
But after saying it for a couple times, messing with them, she started to actually look like the other lady in my head. And then I got confused. I confused myself from like messing with my kids a little bit. And then I was like, Asian name tags. So there you go. That's how I came up with it. It was after the gun range. It was after the gun range when my brain was just like pouring out ideas.
Your brain got to that with a cartoon. That is even more like does it matter that you didn't know that this Asian cartoon lady was the same cartoon lady? Or do you think this is going to happen to you in real life? That's what I'm asking. Do you think that Asian cartoons should always have like a little, almost like a pop-up video from the 90s? Like, bloop, this is not the same Asian lady you thought it was.
Yeah.
Or do you want people Asians in real life to wear
Well,
it?
Asians are getting more mainstream now. Like with like J-pop and K-pop coming to America.
Sure.
So now we have all these groups, and I don't even know who they are.
Do you need to?
I don't, but like I have kids, and they're fans of all these different characters, and they know their names and stuff because they watch anime.
Okay.
So K-pop is like adjacent to anime.
But that's what you're describing is typical parenting.
What do you mean?
Like, my mom didn't know, like, she knew I liked things, but she didn't know all the names to the things that I was involved with. She was just knew those were things. Do you need to know all the K-pop and J-pop, like, artists and stuff? Just to know that
you just need to know which one is the one. I don't need to, like, know their background or their story.
Why do you need to know which one's the one, though?
So if I have to buy something for the kids.
Okay.
But
like if they told you like I'm looking for
yeah,
and then you go
also,
and is on the product?
If that one looks like too gay, then I'm like nah. And then I'll come back and be like, I got you this one instead.
Less gay.
Yes, less gay.
Well, I guess it's what really comes down to is you tell your kids, I'm okay with you liking K-pop and J-pop, but you have to pick the least gay looking one.
And also, when I say least gay, I don't mean like the least actual homosexual. I mean the least homosexual presenting.
Sure,
he could be actually homosexual.
No, I mean,
I don't care.
It's just the aesthetic is what's doing it for you.
Yeah, because that's the one thing that really bothers me about gay men, homosexual men, right? Because it's like, I get it, you're homosexual, but you're still a man. Like, being homosexual doesn't, like, exclude you from the obligations of being a man. Square up your shoulders. Stop talking like that.
I'm tired of the act.
Yeah, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. You don't have to act like that to bang another dude in the butt. I'm positive of it.
I mean, it is very true. And it's also, it is kind of wild. I didn't understand for a long time. I mean, we both know gay people. I have gay friends.
Mm-hmm.
I would say a very large percentage of the gay friends that I have don't talk like that. They don't talk like that.
They're good gay people.
But I don't understand where I've never
It's
been
implied gayness.
But it's like, you don't even have to imply that hard. You don't have to imply.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, I'm saying, like, I don't need to know you're gay to be gay.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I mean?
Then it's just implied gay. Like, if you know they're gay, that's too much gayness. If you forget that they're gay every now and again, that's a good amount of gayness. It's perfect. You're still a normal person. You don't have to be abnormal to banging people in the butt as a man is an abnormal act, in my opinion. But you don't have to be an abnormal person.
Bible thumping, Sidney. Knock it off.
I'm not Bible thumping. It's abnormal. It's like 1% of the population. That's not normal, right? Even if what percentage of the population would it have to be for you to say that dudes banging other dudes? If you take out prison, right? Take out prison.
I didn't know we were moving the goalposts.
They're cooking the books.
I didn't know we were moving the goalposts here.
American prisons are cooking the books.
Did you see me be like, and here is my ace in that hole?
Yeah, no, take your ace out of the hole right now. You take your ace out of the hole right now.
I was like, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm about to go full Umar on you. I was about to Umar on you, dude.
Dude, he is an Umar retard. He is Umar retarded, for sure.
Umarted?
Yeah.
He's Umarted, dude.
Dude, Dr. Umar retard. Dr. Umar retard. That's his name from now on. Dr. Umar retard.
Don't let the conservative whites find out about that. You're gonna have to copyright that. You know what? That's what you do. Copyright that. Forget about the knife thing. Copyright that. Forget about the knife thing. You'll make more money on the Umar retard.
The knifing range is happening.
I'm telling you.
I'll go belly up on this. I don't care. Also, I looked up several indestructible gels.
Okay.
And so we have tough hydrogels. Those are materials like the ones developed by I gotta put my glasses on.
Sure.
We're getting down to business. This is business time.
He is nasty business.
So tough hydrogels, materials like the ones developed by Harvard West Institute, 90% water but stretch up to 20 times their length. When dropped, a steel ball bearing rebounds off the gel like rubber instead of piercing it. Okay?
But what about puncture wounds?
We didn't get there yet. Now we're talking about hyperplastic glassy gels. Come on, Ryan.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to make sure these are applicable to what you're going to do.
So hyperelastic glassy gels, these are stretchable, transparent gels that can stretch 5 times their length, stick to surfaces, and self-heal when exposed to heat. Now we're getting there. We're moving. The phrase self-heal was used. We're getting there. We're getting closer to what I need, right? Molecular shock absorbers.
All right. This sounds
promising.
More promising than the previous two.
Materials synthesized from human cell proteins like talon. Under supersonic or ballistic impact, these molecules unfold to absorb kinetic energy and refold once the impact passes, baby. Let's go.
All right. How much is that?
We'll get there. Commercial energy gels. These are viscoelastic polymers designed to absorb and dissipate unprecedented amounts of kinetic energy, often used for vibration and impact reduction in vehicles and safety equipment. So, commercial energy gels. Household biogels. These are flexible, impact-absorbent gels made from gelatin and stretch that can protect extremely fragile items like eggs and heavy impacts.
All right.
Okay. So, molecular shock absorbers. How much? Molecular
shock absorbers.
Now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty.
I'm telling you, this nitty is going to be too gritty, dude. That's the problem.
They cannot be purchased as a commercial product. They don't have a standard retail price. So basically, it's negotiable. That's all I'm hearing. I'm hearing you can negotiate these prices down.
What is your first offer for this? For this wild ass space age fucking material that regenerates after possible puncture wound.
Okay, so raw talon protein cells. If a laboratory buys pre-made recombinant talon 1 proteins made from scientific supplier, the cost is roughly. Now, see, I'm gonna tell you let me first tell you my offer is gonna be.
Now, see,
we're gonna have to do a lot of going back and forth. I know that. We're gonna have to do a lot of going back and forth.
I don't know if this is gonna work.
It's right now. This is where we are. This is where we are in society right now.
Sure.
As the technology improves, it's gonna be cheaper.
I mean, you think you're gonna find this material on Temu in the next 5 years? I don't know if that's gonna happen, dude.
Dude, you can probably find it right now. I didn't check, but right now, $1,695 per milligram, and that's seems expensive. But you don't have to stab big. You stab, you stab a little tiny square inch. You know what I mean? Just want to stab, man. You just want to stab.
I don't know if that's going to be as fulfilling as you think it is. Yeah, I had to stretch it out. Check this out. Yeah, you don't. Actually, the wind might blow it over. Don't get too close to it. That's $1,364 per milligram. Please let it go.
All right, so I just looked up the cheapest replaceable material on the market is polypropylene, the most affordable raw plastic. Cardboard, recycled corrugated paper is the cheapest, and it gives you the tension of going in.
So I actually just solved this problem. I solved this problem.
You are the problem.
No. I solved it, and it's cheaper, and it's efficient. And as long as we are not, it'd have to be thick, but it'll give you the satisfaction of puncture. It might even give you the satisfaction of repeated slice without falling apart completely. Styrofoam. Very thick pieces of styrofoam. Because you can stab inwards, pull out, it'll retain its shape. It won't like crumble unless you like are repeated, and maybe it'll break if you're using, all of the kinetic energy going into it. But like even with slicing, if you slice it, it'll stay. But if like you chop at it, maybe it'll cut in half. But even if you do, it's fairly replaceable.
So Styrofoam ranges from $1 to $5 for small craft shapes, up to $10 for large 4x8 foot sheets.
Yep.
But you can also get pack and gel. Pack and gel does the same thing Styrofoam does.
I'm just saying, gel sounds like it'll be messy and not that.
It's not an actual gel though, and that's $3 to $15 per jar. Oh, for personal hair care.
I think we did it, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at the end there,
yeah,
we kind of got into. I mean, that was very entrepreneurial.
I mean, there was a lot of implied toughness going on.
Yeah, it was very implied, and it seemed like you had. You have implied entrepreneurial skills.
That is true. And also, I will say this. If you guys want to be implied investors and help this idea get off the ground floor for a knifing range, or if you want to diversify your portfolio and invest in these Asian name tags.
Sure.
Which I think are going to hit. By the way, here's the fun part about Asian name tags. I just thought about this.
Yes?
Because Asians, they're not going to buy them. Non-Asians buy them. We got to put the name tags on the Asians.
Sidney, I think this is a slippery slope. I like where your head's at.
It's like tag.
Yeah, they're being tagged.
Yeah, they're being tagged. Yeah. But they can get away. They can run. And we got it. Like, we have to have something that's in society, like on the streets, that can count as base.
For them not to be tagged.
So they can like hold it and not get a name tag put on them.
Yeah, it's called Chinatown, dude.
Dude, it can't just be just.
It's all of Chinatown.
All of Chinatown.
All of Chinatown.
That's not fair.
No. I think running up on unsuspected Asians and just giving them a name.
Dude, first of all,
how are you gonna know all their names?
Asians are some of the most suspicious people. Not like they're suspicious, but they're suspicious of us.
You, of course.
Of all, well, especially of me.
Yes.
Especially of me.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I'm just trying to give you a name tag. You want to come to my knife range?
Yeah.
What?
You're that guy running at us with name tags sticky side up. That guy coming out here with sticky side up name tags. Yeah, he's suspicious.
He just put a name on me that isn't my name. I don't even understand what the fuck is happening. But if you understand what's happening here, we'd love to hear from you. And especially get on that Patreon. Like we had said, you get a bonus episode, we get a secret unreleased episode, become part of the community, all for just $3. Make sure you check out the book Solomon. Get on top of that. Also, September 5th, Sidney and I will be at Soul Joel's. Please come check it out. It will be a banger time. Asian name tags for all. If you are Asian and you come, we will have name tags ready for you.
There you go. They're Asian name tags if we put them on us. When we put them on Asians, they're just called name tags. Asians invented name tags. You know that, right? We'll get into that later.
We do this every Sunday. I had nothing on that.
It's a comedy podcast, people. I don't know what to tell you.
I had nothing for that one. It's like, we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
Never mind about that. We do this every Sunday. Please check it out wherever you get your podcast. Please get on it. I've been Ryan Shanner. This has been Sidney Gantt. This has been World War Fun, and we will see you next time.
Whoa.
Oh, God love you, Wang. Well, Wang, we don't know if your name's Wang or not. We don't have the fucking name text.